The only time a team that hasn't chased and won a game here in this tournament on this ground was an afternoon match. The lights come on. The batsmen who enjoy the spotlight.
Next, the ball skids on a little bit under the lights here. Just looking at the field, MS Dhoni's going on the attack. He's got 2 slips, but they're covering a lot of turf. They're quite wide. I don't mind this. I think it's good. I think the one thing you have to have as a mindset when you're going against Chris Gayle is you can't be afraid. You can't be scared. You have to hit him with and show that attacking mindset to Chris Gayle.
Yeah, these are mind games, Warnie. Have a look at this.
I like
2 slips for Ashish.
I like it.
And why he is also had those 2 slips for Nehra is because he knows Nehra has bowled well. He's the bowler in form. He swings the new ball as well. He's an experienced bowler against an experienced batsman. And this is highly unusual. 2 slips for Chris Gayle.
And I tell you what, Ashish Nehra had the extended follow-through there. He just got in a bit of Chris Gayle's space too. Just a little bit of eye contact, not too much, but I like him on. Good start. As I said, you can't be
batsmen who enjoy the spotlight.
To someone like Chris Gayle.
Next, the ball skids on a little bit under the lights here.
Enjoy it, and Nehra is
just looking at the field. MS Dhoni's going on the attack. He's got 2. Oh, inside edge could have easily gone onto the stumps. This guy will not bowl in straight lines, Warnie. He'll give the ball a bit of shape every time, so not easy to line up.
Very good start this. No footwork from Gayle. And look at Nehra's follow through too. Once again invading Chris Gayle's space. It went late on Chris Gayle. It wasn't from the hand, Ashish Nehra. Excellent start here. The first few overs, especially that first over, you want to set the tone for everybody. You want the West Indian batsmen to say, right, this is not going to be easy. No matter how good the wicket is, we're up for it. And Ashish Nehra is bowling beautifully here.
There comes the short ball. Good carry as well. This is a good start from India. Tactics coming into play here. And against England, when he got that 100, it wasn't just bang, bang, bang from Chris Gayle. He just waited for the right ball to go big. He also can play the waiting game. So he's got this wide stance and just waits for the ball to come in that right area to play one of those big shots. Doesn't go after everything.
Wonderful start from Nehra. Absolutely spot on. Right tactically, he's got the energy happening. He's got a bit of shape on the ball.
Well, that's one shot that he played against England so well. Just waited for the ball to be short. He's trying a shorter length there. I'm not convinced that that ball actually went short. He was just trying a different length, perhaps.
That's the ball you can't bowl to Chris Gayle. The in-between delivery. You either got to be up and swinging it wide of off stump or short. You just can't bowl that in-between length. Chris Gayle's such a powerful man. If you get it quite wrong and just put it into the wicket like that, like you don't really mean it, no aggression behind it, Chris Gayle's going to absolutely punish you.
Virat Kohli is off the field waiting to come in. Next over, last ball of the first over. And get a single. They've got a fielder down there at deep mid-wicket. So 6 runs of the first over.
A fresh super premium salt, iodine ও balanced minerals শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
সৌম্যের মতো নাহিদটাও ঝাঁপিয়ে পড়ে সবার আগে। ক্রিকেট মাঠের সেই আত্মবিশ্বাসে এখন তুমিও জ্বলে ওঠো নতুন করে, কারণ নতুন রবি সংযোগে থাকছে মাত্র 9 টাকায় 1 GB ইন্টারনেট। আরো আছে 29 টাকা স্ক্র্যাচ কার্ডে 112 টাকা সমমূল্যের ইউনিলিভার পণ্য। নতুন সংযোগ কিনতে সাথে নিয়ে আসুন জাতীয় পরিচয়পত্র আর 1 কপি পাসপোর্ট সাইজ ছবি। রবি।
আকর্ষণীয় নতুন সাজে পোলার আইসক্রিম।
I've seen him almost 10 years as India captain, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. This is highly unusual tactics from Dhoni. Once again, for Gayle, he's got 2 slips. Doesn't normally attack in this fashion.
I'm really surprised at this, Sanjay. I've been really looking forward to the contest between Ashwin and Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle, when he struggled a bit against the spinners early on, if you get him set and the spinners come on, he can take you to town. So really interesting tactics here. Maybe MS Dhoni thinks the ball's going to swing a little bit more. They're going to bowl wide of off stump and try and nick him off. Interesting.
Oh, bowled him! The flashing lights behind
what a delivery too. Look at the crowd, they're going berserk. A huge atmosphere here, they're on their feet. Well bowled Bumrah, sensational delivery. The danger man, Chris Gale's gone for 5. What a delivery, clean bowled at 6 for 1.
First time in a long time that Dhoni trusted him. There was swing on that one. It's a beautiful Yorker, but there was shape on that one. The ball swung, and that was enough. Young Bumrah suddenly out of nowhere has
ডিজিটাল ওয়ার্ল্ডে লুকোনো যায় না কিছুই। ড্যান্ড্রাফ অবশ্যই না। নিউট্রিয়েন্ট টেনযুক্ত ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর করে, পুষ্টি যোগায় এবং স্ক্যাল্পকে নারিশ করে। ড্যান্ড্রাফ চিন্তা নেই, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ প্রুফ। I have nothing to hide.
শোককে শক্তি করে শুরু করেছি যে আলোর যাত্রা, তা ছড়িয়ে যাক প্রজন্ম থেকে প্রজন্ম। বাংলাদেশকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যাই বহুদূরের পথে। চলো বহুদূর গ্রামীণ ফোন।
And MS Dhoni's got it right so far. It was the big in-swinging Yorker that Bumrah wanted. There was shape on it. It was a full toss when it passed Chris Gale. But it was the swing that did it, the late swing from Bumrah. Now have a look at this. He's really going in for it now, MS Dhoni. As I said, Samuels has struggled against a short ball, and Dhoni's going to try and exploit it with the leg slip in as well.
the courage of a young man with the new ball to bowl the Yorker. Never easy when there's a shine on the ball. And it was not just the Yorker, the length. You mentioned the shape, the swing. Look at it, just curve back in.
Yeah, it was the swing that did him. Look at that, it passed him on the full, but it's the late dip, the late swing. And Bumrah's now, his heart will be pumping. It's surprising you can't see it coming through the shirt. Be pumping that hard. Got to take a deep breath.
I tell you what, Dhoni might be tempted to have a second slip now, along with the leg slip. That's superb bowling from Bumrah. He's got the outside edge of a length ball on this occasion. Samuels gets off the mark.
Well, it's a good delivery, but look at Samuels. Look where he was. He was backing away from the ball. He was miles outside leg stump. He was expecting a short delivery as well. I wouldn't mind. I think it's a good idea from MS Dhoni to have that leg slip, because it makes Samuels think the short ball's coming, but have 2 slips as well, because Marlon Samuels thinks he's too cool for school. See how far Samuels is backing away. He's staying so far leg side. He's so worried about that short ball. I reckon Dhoni can get another man in. They're right on top here. They've got the danger man out. Have a look. He's just staying so far leg side, exposing all of his stumps.
It's been such a surprise package, Jasprit Bumrah. There's no warning about what he was capable of. Now, this first over, we've seen a real variety of balls from him. The short one started off with a beautiful Yorker, then we saw a couple of length balls, all this coming at close to 140 kilometers per hour.
And as we talked about at the start, about how to zip off this pitch under lights too. There was the first ball, the one that hit the off stump. Bumrah's swing, the late movement to Gale that undid him. So look how it passed him on the full, and then the dip and the swing just knocks him over. What a sight that was, and what a feeling it was for young Bumrah too. Delivers for India.
And Gale looks crestfallen. That's a lovely shot. Just a nice lazy punch on the offside to get 4 runs. 8 runs and a wicket for Bumrah. 14 for 1.
অবৈধ অনিবন্ধনকৃত সিম ব্যবহার দেশ ও জাতির জন্য বিপজ্জনক। আপনার বন্ধ সচল এয়ারটেল কানেকশন বায়োমেট্রিক পদ্ধতিতে করুন রি-রেজিস্ট্রেশন। রি-রেজিস্ট্রেশন সফল হবার পর 19 টাকা রিচার্জ করলেই পাবেন 3 জিবি পর্যন্ত ফ্রি ইন্টারনেট। তাই দেরি না করে এখনই আপনার এয়ারটেল কানেকশন রি-রেজিস্ট্রেশন করুন। এয়ারটেল, দেশের সেরা স্মার্টফোন নেটওয়ার্ক।
No matter what, protect your walls with Royale. It comes with Teflon Surface Protector.
Well, it's gone straight. Hardik Pandya. Dhoni has given up on his mind games now. He's just being a little sensible about things. Got a pretty defensive field. The fine leg inside the circle, deep square leg, and a third man.
I wouldn't mind a slip still, Sanjay. I think it's still, there's enough there to have a slip. There you go. Yeah, good decision from MS. I think there's enough happening here. There's enough nip in the pitch. Nair's running in hard. He's hitting the wicket hard. There's a bit of shape.
No matter what, protect your walls with Royale. It comes with Teflon Surface Protector.
And I tell you what, if Nair can get his length right here, Samuels nearly can't reach it if he gets him outside off stump. He's so far outside leg stump, Marlon Samuels. I think if Nair can give him a really good short ball and then follow it up with a good length one outside the off stump, I reckon he'll knock him over. Samuels is really looking for that short ball. He normally stays leg side, but not as much as this.
What's happened here? This is a simple catch. Seemed like the ball just stopped on the batsman. Or was that such a poor shot that it leads us to think like that? But India have got the second wicket. Ashish Nehra strikes once again. Bumrah Nehra getting the wickets for India. And this is an excellent start on a big night for India. Samuel's gone. Scratchy innings to say the least, 19 for 2.
এখন পেপসিডেন্ট জার্মিট্রিকের সাথে সুপার টেন্ডিস ক্লিপবোর্ড ফ্রি। I used to battle with dry, frizzy, unmanageable hair after every single wash. Then, my stylist recommended Tresemme Keratin Smooth. The lower sulfate cleansing system is infused with keratin. It makes my hair smoother and look frizz-free up to 3 days. Now, my hair looks straighter and sallow smooth with Tresemme Keratin Smooth.
Tresemme, now in Bangladesh.
এবার পাকা আমের মৌসুম চলবে 12 মাস। নতুন সেন্টার ফ্রুট ম্যাঙ্গো টুইস্ট চুইং গাম।
Ever more drinks, অন্যরকম feelings.
First match in this tournament, but batsmen feed of memories of past, especially on pitches that they've got runs on. Jasprit Bumrah giving no time for the batsman to settle. He's at them straight away. He's gone with the angle. And boundary it is. One bounce into the fence.
Well, they need plenty of these, the West Indies. That's a good shot from Justin Charles. Excellent strike, one bounce, nearly six, nearly went all the way. It looks like he's got a very good eye. I'm a bit with you, Sanjay. I think Lendl Simmons should have probably opened the batting as well. He does that for Mumbai Indians, knows the conditions well.
And also Johnson Charles hasn't quite got going for West Indies opening the innings. Okay, field change. They've got a deep mid-wicket where the last shot was played. Third man inside the circle. It's gone past Ashwin. No chance now. Just pick up the ball and give it back.
His outfield's so quick too, either side of you. It looked like Ashwin just escorted that a bit. He looked like he wanted to have a dive, but he just couldn't quite get there. So it wasn't that wide of him. Short boundary. I'm still trying to get over Marlon Samuels' dismissal, Sanjay. You can't back away that far as a number 3 batsman. When your team's struggling, they need one of your experienced players to hang in there He was so worried about the short ball, and to get out the way he did in that manner, you can see why the dressing room and the dugout there for the West Indies was so flat.
Man of the match against South Africa, so he's not a guy who's really struggling for runs.
Look at this. Look how far out. So he's nearly off the pitch. And it was just a normal length ball and off stump. Now's the time to consolidate, because one thing you can't do in 2020 cricket is try and rebuild. You can't lose wickets in clumps. West Indies have lost 2 already. And it was just the way the dismissal. Chris Gale's missed the full toss. Yes, it swung back in late. And Marlon Samuels was backed away to a length ball and just chipped it up to the field. So a horror start from the West Indies, but a very good start from the Indian fast bowlers. They've got the intent, they've got the aggression, and they picked up wickets.
Leading edge. Not sure that the pitch is slowing up. Never happens in the evening. Great delivery. Period. It's an outstanding delivery to get rid of the danger man.
Please subscribe this channel. Please
Strange shot to get second wicket for India.
Subscribe this channel.
For the first time, I saw Dhoni a little fidgety and nervous at the toss. On a big stage, is one of the coolest guys. At least, on the outside, you can see that he's very calm. But today, had a good look at the toss when he walked out with Darren Sammy. Looked a little tense. And as you would know, Warnier, the more you play the game, more success starts meaning to. I think he wants to win matches more than perhaps when he started off as a captain, when he was happy to lose games and trying to win. Now he really wants to win matches badly. You can just see that little change in Dhoni.
Yeah, the other thing that I quite like that is a bit fidgety, a little bit nervous like that. When you play so much like MS has, that it shows you he still means a lot to him. And I think that's really important. You get the toss, you get a bit nervous, you want to win the games, you know it's such a big game. And it just shows you how much it means to him. So that's a good sign. Pretty good over. Pretty good over. 9 off it. It was a good comeback. 28 for 2.
As you would know, Warnier, the more you play the game, more success starts meaning to. I think he wants to win matches more than perhaps when he started off as a captain, when he was happy to lose games and trying to win. Now he really wants to win matches badly. You can just see that little change in Dhoni.
Well, the other thing that I quite like that is a bit fidgety, a little bit nervous like that. When you play so much like MS has, but it shows you he still means a lot to him. And I think that's really important. You get a toss.
রিয়েল বারবিকিউর অথেন্টিক স্বাদে এলো প্রাণ বারবিকিউ চানাচুর। পার্টি এখন যখন তখন।
28 for 2. Is providing the energy that India need with every event. Third man up in the circle. They've got an interesting field for Johnson Charles. They've got those 2 deep fielders, one at a deep backward square and a mid-wicket, a straightish mid-wicket, because they recognize he loves to tug the ball to the onside, right up screen.
Yes, the field restriction still on. And you can see from this particular shot, he's looking to hit the ball away to the onside. A lot of batsmen look at the field and say, look, I'm going to try and play on the offside. There's no protection there. But if this is his strength, and if the ball is in the arc of the bat, he can get it a long way. No third man. Well, now look at the way he's bowled. The dot balls have been pretty much short of length. There have been some which have been a little bit down the leg side, but 84% have been short and short of good length, short of what is called back of a length. He's in his third over. He's given away only 10 runs. The economy rate 4.29. Dhoni uses him for 3 overs at a stretch. Keeps him in reserve for the final over.
আবার সবাই থ্যাঙ্কস ম্যাচ যাচ্ছে দেখবি
Bringing a lot of experience into his bowling. Ashish Nehra is bowling pretty quick as well, pretty sharp, 134 kilometers per hour.
He doesn't seem to be too concerned about bowling that off-stump line or just outside the off-stump. Not too much concern about Charles guiding the ball past that inner ring on the offside. Pace off the ball and the leg side hoik attempted again.
Yes, this one was the slower delivery. 3-dot balls he bowled. So he knew that Charles was going to look for the big one. So he slowed the pace of the ball. Have a look at this. No change in the grip till the last moment. And the last moment just bowling that slower spinner. Charles was looking for the quicker delivery. Length ball. It was a length ball, but it came slowly off the pitch.
Change in the field for Lendl Simmons. The third man is in place and a man at a floating slip. Simmons has the propensity where he opens the face of the bat.
Dear viewers,
and runs the ball in that area.
Subscribe this channel for
Sometimes it happens inadvertently. Not an innings he played tonight.
beautiful video. Please subscribe this channel.
Put away quite nicely, quite easily from Lendl Simmons.
Well, he opens the batting when he plays in the IPL. He opens the batting for the Mumbai Indians. And the ball was on the pads. There is a deep square leg. And he just helped it along. Look at that. He's helped it along away from that fielder at deep square leg. And Ashish Nehra is very, very upset with himself. He's bowled a good over. He bowled a good over till then. Just 1 run of 4 deliveries. Now it's 5 of 4 deliveries. How is it going to end?
Overs sometimes it happens inadvertently. Not an innings he played tonight.
ওদের গ্লোয়ের সিক্রেট এগুলো কি লাভ ডাভ এটা ডাভি ডাভ বিউটি বারে আছে 1/4 ময়শ্চারাইজিং ক্রিম ডাভ 70 টেস্ট নিন আর পান বেশি কোমল গ্লোয়িং ত্বক অল ওভার এটা লাভ নয় ডাভ বেশি কোমল গ্লোয়িং ত্বকের সিক্রেট সত্যি ডাভ
ভবন নির্মাণে কনক্রিটে জেল CSH জেলের দৃঢ় বন্ধনী দীর্ঘস্থায়ী তাই জার্মানি সর্বাধুনিক পলিকম মেশিনে তৈরি ফ্রেশ সিমেন্ট মানে দ্য হাই পারফরম্যান্স সিমেন্ট
100 বছরও কিচ্ছু হবে না
A1 থ্রেড পাইপ লাইফ যাবে পাইপ যাবে না
Jadeja into the attack. Last over of the power play.
Well, there's a bit of dew now. It's not going to be easy for the spinners to grip the ball. We saw that in the middle of the innings when we were down at the ground for the mid-inning show. They press for 2 and they'll get it comfortably.
Yeah, that's going to be something to look at in the middle of the innings from the West Indies batting if they get a partnership. How well will they run? Dhoni in the early ran well, who's the coolest captain under pressure.
Please.
You can have your vote. Nice shot from Simmons. Lovely stride down the ground.
Well, if the West Indians have to target somebody, they have to target Jadeja. If it's not a pitch where the ball's going to turn, because he bowls at just the right speed, he bowls just the right length. This is a big hit, and he's hit it with a straight bat, 88 meters.
It's interesting, Lendl Simmons wasn't fit enough to take his place in the original touring party.
He was getting involved again in cricket locally back at home not too long after that, when predictor says India big favourites. Into the gap, and they come back for two. Should be an easy two. 11 off the over, 44 for two.
আপনার তো সব বাছা, আমার রাসুরাম।
এরকম হাজারো রাসুরো ভালোবাসার আম দিয়ে তৈরি হয় প্রাণ ম্যাঙ্গো ড্রিঙ্ক। দেশি আমের সেরা স্বাদে প্রাণ ম্যাঙ্গো ড্রিঙ্ক।
আপনার জুনিয়রের কাঁচা হাতের রং পাকা করতে প্রতিটি 400 গ্রাম জুনিয়র হরলিক্স চার ও প্যাকের সাথে আকর্ষণীয় কালার কিট ফ্রি।
এবার পাকা আমের মৌসুম চলবে 12 মাস। নতুন সেন্টার ফ্রুট ম্যাঙ্গো টুইস্ট চুইংগাম।
আমরা তৈরি করেছি দারুণ সব ডিজাইনের শাইন বাথরুম ফিটিংস। শাইন, পানির অপচয় প্রশ্নই ওঠে না।
At a critical phase of the game as well, the contest, because of that dew that started forming slightly at the halfway mark, will probably get more significant as the inning goes on. And Ashwin has been bowling so well in the tournament. We heard Nahian Rahman talk about the ball gripping on the surface when they were batting initially, but that dew, what is the effect of the dew that could negate this purchase?
Yes, I think the ball might skid on if there's a little bit of dew on the pitch, which means the spinners won't get much purchase. So they'll have to bowl very cleverly, very intelligently, maybe look to cramp the batsman for room.
Past Bumrah and goes away for four. Too much width given by Ashwin.
The ball was up in the air for a while, and there might have been just a little missed heartbeat in the West Indian dugout, but safely away. Yes, too much width. He had all the time in the world to go and play that late cut. No field restrictions now. This is the 7th over.
Slightly quicker that one through the air. 89 kilometers per hour.
This is good. It's a good comeback after that boundary.
Dear viewers,
Bowling on the
please
stumps now.
subscribe this channel. Please.
Manish Pandey, another fine fielder. India is a very good fielding unit.
Taken this time. Bumrah holds on, showing that he can be an asset in the outfield.
And that's a big wicket. Simmons, he knows this pitch. He's played here before. And they're looking at the moment for the no ball. Little wide. Now. Nope. I think it is a no ball. No ball. So Simmons will be back. Yes, I think it's a no ball. You can see that. It's got to be a little bit behind the crease. And not only is it no wicket, it'll be a free hit as well. It'll be 1 run to the West Indies for that no ball. And now it's a free hit. And that no ball brings the half century for the West Indies. Yes, you can see that. Once again, way outside. Once again, the cut going upish. And what a fine effort this from young Bumrah.
Free hit. Oh, Foxton. He's winding up with a big heave-ho.
Take a single and keep the strike. It's 51 for 2 after 7 overs.
ফ্রেঞ্চ রোজের সুরভিত ভুবনে যত্নে বাছাই করা প্রতিটি রোজের অনন্য নির্যাসে লাক্স অফ টাচ, সেরা লাক্স পারফিউম, প্রতিদিন সুরভিত আকর্ষণীয় ত্বকের জন্য। ব্যাস একটুখানি লাক্স, নতুন লাক্স। সর্বোচ্চ মানের ফুড গ্রেড প্লাস্টিক ও ভার্জিন ম্যাটেরিয়াল দিয়ে তৈরি মাদার টাচ ব্যবহার করা যায় নিশ্চিন্তে।
আমরা বিশ্বসেরা মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ 15টি কঠিন ধাপে তৈরি করছি দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি, সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার, মেড ইন বাংলাদেশ, মেড ফর দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড।
Dear viewers, please subscribe this channel. Otherwise, I have to cut this channel. And after that,
Pandya into the attack.
watch this game live.
15 wickets,
They have to just
16
see the
matches so
scoreboard
far.
on the internet.
T20 career.
Just watch it live.
Just a touch
please.
on the 8th, the economy.
Otherwise, I have to cut.
Starts with long on and two other deep fielders on that leg side boundary. Seven fours and a six in the first 6 overs of the innings. Chris Gayle would have had higher hopes of having batting success. Bumrah put paid to that. And Samuels as well, experienced player, couldn't spend a lot of time at the crease. Concern etched on the faces of the West Indies players.
Viewers in the match.
We saw him bowl a lot back of the length, Pandya, in that game against the Australians, making the ball hold up in the surface.
This pitch, the ball will come on a little bit better than in Bangalore or Chandigarh. So it'll have to be just a little bit fuller maybe. You really can't afford to bowl halfway down the pitch to the West Indians or the Australians. They're very good players of the short ball. We saw that every time Bumrah banged the ball in short, he was taken for runs. That is much better. Bowling a much fuller length. Got a terrific crowd here today. Big crowd. They're all just a little bit tense at the moment. This partnership is 36, so just a little tense, this crowd.
Goes short here as well. Second time in the over.
Really animated crowds in India. Once they know the camera is on them, they take a different life.
Latches onto it and latches on well. Lovely horizontal bat shot by Johnson Charles.
Well, that's what I meant. If you're going to bowl the bouncer, you've got to get it like the previous ball, above the shoulder. If you're going to bowl it halfway down the pitch, where it's going to come below the waist, you're going to be taken for runs. And that's exactly what's happened off the front foot.
Just a single. 8 runs off the over. 59 for 2.
এখন রবি সুপারফাস্ট ইন্টারনেটে উপভোগ করো 1 GB ইন্টারনেট মাত্র 89 টাকায়। ডায়াল *8444*089#। রবি। Plenty money, that's fantastic. Hoi dai goes fantastic. Plenty money, crispy, crunchy, spicy. Plenty money, that's fantastic. Hoi dai goes fantastic. Plenty খাও, fantastic হয়ে যাও।
There we have the comparison. Always good to see that in that run chase. 66 for 1 India, 59 for 2 the West Indies. They're not far behind, and that'll get them even closer. That is a superb stroke. Charles launching into
Dear
it.
viewers, I will show you the final match.
But I tell you
also
what,
live
that's
stream.
the last flighted
And
off spinner
will
that
be
Ashwin has
much
bowled. Charles.
better quality, video quality. So you have to
Yeah, the ball
subscribe this
isn't
channel.
gripping much. It
Otherwise,
happens under
I
lights here in the
won't
coolness
show
of the evening,
final
and today was a
match,
pleasant
and
evening by
I
Mumbai
think
standards. It wasn't hot and humid,
live in the
and now
internet.
all you're going to see
So that's why you have
is going to be quick
subscribe this channel.
sort of leg
Otherwise,
cutters
I'm
and
just
floaters from Ashwin.
of this channel.
Last
now.
ball was
Please
88
subscribe
kilometers
this
per
channel.
hour. There's the carom ball. That's it. Off spin's done for the night.
Yeah, it's been tough. There's been moments in the tournament where he looks like he's got a handle on everything, and then that off spinner coming into the right-handers has been easy pickings at times. Good pressure. Always pressure placed on the spin bowler. Good effort, but 4. That's the 50-run stand. We've seen some recent luck with that no ball. It was a brilliant catch, but no ball. And Simmons was back in there, and this partnership worth 50 now, Sanjay.
Yeah, this is pushed through, slightly wider outside the off stump, hoping that the batsman, in trying to drag it from outside the off stump, will miscue it. Look at the effort. That's Manish Pandey. This is a brilliant fielder. So add Jadeja to it, Suresh Raina, Virat Kohli. You've got an outstanding fielding unit. You're tempted actually to play Manish Pandey only on his fielding.
Well, he is good. There's some good fielding as well. Only the one, so good work behind point. The Indian players, they understand this ground so well that it's hard to contain, as is the case with a lot of the grounds in India, that the run chase, if it starts to gain momentum and the 4s are found, it can be hard to stop. So they're desperate for that wicket.
I guess it's Bumrah's night. What a stop. That was one-handed. Took a brilliant catch. Got a great wicket.
Down he comes. That'll be 4 as well. He picks the boundary. Oh no, some good football out there. Nice shoe work. Almost a big finish for the West Indies. Still a very good over for them. As we just have a look, he runs around, gets the boot in the way. I've seen that end in tears. Glenn McGrath comes to mind. $72 for 2.
ডিজিটাল ওয়ার্ল্ডে লুকোনো যায় না কিছুই। ড্যান্ড্রাফ অবশ্যই না। নিউট্রিয়েন্ট জেনযুক্ত ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ দূর করে, পুষ্টি যোগায় এবং স্ক্যাল্পকে নারিশ করে। ড্যান্ড্রাফ চিন্তা নেই, বেস্ট এভার ক্লিয়ার ড্যান্ড্রাফ প্রুফ। I have nothing to hide. আকর্ষণীয় নতুন সাজে পোলার আইসক্রিম।
Pandya now, he's bowled 1 and it's gone for 8 runs. He's got no cover behind the batsman. They're all in the ring. And he starts with the short one that often the batsman will try and line up and hit over that backward point region.
As you know, that's become his length. Now that is the stock length that Pandya bowls. That match against Australia, if you remember, in the 3 overs that he bowled, he didn't pitch a single ball up. It was all short. Dhoni and Pandya found a way of keeping the batsman quiet with that kind of a length.
And there's no one there. That's that area, not covered. And it'll be 6. I'm pretty sure it is. So we're looking for the ball to hit the boundary rope. And obviously there's some cushioning there on the full, and that will be 6 of the best. So certainly going to be helping the West Indies. Oh, it's a tight one. I think I can only give that 4, Sanjay.
I don't know, I was just watching it live here because it's very close to where we are. And the sporting fans of Mumbai actually raised their arms the moment they saw that happen to help the umpire. That's not a great view. The umpire is never certain whether it bounced just before the cushioning. Seemed like it from that angle, it seemed like it may have just bounced before the cushioning.
Well, these are important times, aren't they? You've got to try and get this right, because we get down to that final over and there might be a run or two in it. It's a really important 2 runs either way. Ashish Nehra, he was saying, well, that was 6 if we go by the Indian honesty. But by that, I think that's bounced into it. I'm thinking 4.
That angle, I think the umpire will be tempted to call it 4. It just gives you the impression, I don't know what actually happened, but he's got to rely on what he sees, the images that he's been given.
Well, the West Indies supporters are saying, well, it's 6, I can see it's a 6, it's hitting on the full, look. And everyone supporting India go, oh, it's 4, a 6, there you go. The West Indian supporters won. So a dot ball and a 6. It's a good start in this over for the Windies. And that'll be 4. So this is a brilliant over. The idea is to silence the crowd. If the West Indies are doing that, they're playing well.
Ope! I Ope!
Dhoni was a little unhappy with the bowler. Maybe expected Pandya to just vary this length, become predictable. On this way, the ball tends to come onto the bat.
Please subscribe this.
On a slower pitch, maybe at Mohali, it wasn't that difficult or that easy to play those shots.
Otherwise,
Just paddles it to the onside. They've got to really look at the Kohli and the Dhoni running. And Rahane, they got through the singles and 2s and 3s very well, a lot of 2s. But let's not underestimate what Charles is doing out there. So much talk about Chris Gayle, and I think everyone has felt that Chris Gayle needed to be significant for them to chase these runs down. That hasn't been the case. Charles, 45 from 27. He's going along nicely, he's accelerating.
You've got to be careful of such things. Remember the 96 World Cup against Sri Lanka, focus on Kalu Vithan and son of Jayasuriya. We thought those were the big wickets and took our eyes off Arvinder De Silva and the rest, and they won them the game. So Chris Gayle is gone, but there are a few players left.
Yes, I do remember. I was there. I wasn't playing. I was running the drinks out. I was a very good drinks runner. But it was a magnificent win for Sri Lanka at the time. Massive moment in their international side of things. Vote for your favourite player of the day. Here's the website to go to. We've had many throughout this ICC World 2020. There's a play and a miss. It's still a very good over for the West Indies. It's 84 for 2.
সবার আগে দেশ চলো গড়ি বাংলাদেশ
Onward Cement.
দূরত্ব ভুলে কাছে এসো না
অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল জিঙ্ক মৌতাসের শক্তিতে মুখের কোনায় কোনায় পরিষ্কার করতে ব্যবহার করুন ক্লোজ আপ আর পান দুর্দান্ত ফ্রেশনেসের সাথে ঝকঝকে হাসি। ক্লোজ আপ দুর্দান্ত ফ্রেশনেস বানায় দুর্দান্ত মুহূর্ত।
Against Australia. Not quite worked for Pandya. He's conceded 19 of his 2. Bumrah and Nehra once again the wicket takers for India.
Jadeja in at the attack again from the other end. His first over went for 11, so very expensive, the left arm orthodox. Some big overs here for both sides. That's 6. It's another one. The West Indies, are they on a roll?
Slightly under pressure, Jadeja. This pitch is not turning for him. He's trying to get quicker, trying to get that arm lower and lower. And Simmons knows this surface so well. Gets into a great position, rocks back. It's one of his favorite shots. A pull shot against the spinner. Old-fashioned style.
Oh, the West Indies, they need a surge, don't they? Because we know what Kohli was able to do later in the innings, so that's still to come. But the comparison, they're now ahead of where India were. They're 87 for 1, West Indies 90 for 2. And the last few overs have been fantastic for them. And that's all they've needed, just to feel like, yeah, the runs are there. We can still do this.
Look how close it looks there. West Indies 52%, in fact, ahead.
Oh, how good a shot is that? That is burning the carpet. He's hit that so hard.
India have a couple of things to worry about. Seeing Pandya go for runs. Jadeja as well, not quite his pitch. The ball is coming on nicely. It's not a turner. So Jadeja is a bit of a worry at the moment for Dhoni. They changed the field for that particular ball. They've got a packed offside field. And he bowled the right line. That's the line he needs to bowl with his field.
I'll take the single. And good running, really good running. Need to take those. Yeah, I just get a sense, Sanjay, that India need to just slow things down, take a breath, take stock. They're now being lured into what the West Indies are doing, rushing things. The bowling doesn't seem to be with great plans at the moment because it's all being rushed.
It's like, let's not forget, this ground has a history of, allowing teams to chase down scores. 182 has been chased down, 229 as well. And we're seeing the reason why. You can see a couple of bowlers here struggling because of the pitch. Jadeja is getting nothing out of it. Pandya is not that good a bowler to bowl well on a flat pitch.
Across the stumps he goes, and that's going to be a no ball, I'd imagine. That was a big full toss. We'll see what square leg umpire has to say about that. No, he says legitimate. It's the end of the over. 97 for 2.
হবেই তো ভাই, মাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না। এপেক্স আল্টিমাট।
শরীরে দুর্গন্ধ, শরীরে দুর্গন্ধের কারণ লুকিয়ে থাকা জীবাণু। নতুন লাইফ বয় লেমন ফ্রেশ 10টি রোগ সৃষ্টিকারী জীবাণু ও শরীরের দুর্গন্ধের মতো সমস্যা থেকে দেয় সুরক্ষা। নতুন লাইফ বয় লেমন ফ্রেশ।
এটাই সে আমি আমার
T20 cricket, these are big moments. That would have been a free hit. Run and a free hit ball. The umpire, Ian Gould, the man, was kind to the Indians on that occasion.
Well, we've had a big delay here. I don't know if there's a confusion as to who should bowl, or there's certainly some time being taken. There's a laughing Darren Sammy, but we've seen a very serious man in the dugout. It's a man calling for a no ball. He's passionate, he's into the moment. Where's the free hit?
That angle clearly confirming that the ball was waist high. Full toss over, waist high, full toss. So Hardik Pandya gets another over. So he's decided to back Hardik Pandya.
Here we go. Who's the coolest captain under pressure? It's ICC World 2020. So make sure you download the app and go to the website. Have your say. Under pressure, who's the coolest? Nicely played. Forceful. And 4 runs. And that's 50 for Charles. This is some innings. He is taking control and it's being appreciated by all his teammates.
Just had to read the body language of the West Indians when they applauded that 50. That's a terrific shot. That's a thump.
My channel.
Good length ball, just picked it up with the angle. Pandya is at the moment. Have a look at that. Now that tells you something. They're all charged up because suddenly they think, you know what? There might be a chance here because Dhoni is struggling with a couple of his main bowlers. Hardik Pandya and Jadeja have gone for runs. Who are the guys who will make up for those two bowlers?
Trying to work that to the inside.
Please don't mind.
Well, the Windies are in that phase of the game where they're throwing it back at India, and now India might start to doubt themselves. I don't think India have really been doubting as that nearly hits the edge of everything on the way through to the keeper. But another 2 overs of this from Charles and Simmons, and India now start to panic in the field. Everything that comes, a little bit nervy, chance of dropping a catch, missing a run out. So a real ring through the offside. That one needed to hit the gap and it was away. But Wankhede, I think everyone's a little bit nervous at the moment.
Okay, Pandya's bowled 3, so he needs to bowl 1 more, and Jadeja's bowled 2 for 24. Is he going to give Jadeja another one? He's going to be circumspect about that. Generally, Jadeja was his bank on a turning pitch to bowl the 4 overs, so you have to find some other impact outside the off stump, you think, or was there a bit of bat as well?
Yeah, I think there was an inside edge and maybe a height issue as well. 90 from 49. So a good line, consistently trying to work across the line into the gap and outside off stump as well. But an indication of just the desperation. A wicket required. Partnership 84 from 54 deliveries.
It's not that kind of a pitch where Dhoni will feel confident to go to somebody like a Suresh Raina or a part-time spinner. It's too good a pitch at the moment. The wives are a little worried. Might just stick with Pandya and Jadeja to bowl their full quota of overs.
There it is, just the one to finish the over. Don't go anywhere. It's game on here in Mumbai. 104 for 2.
বার পাকা আমের মৌসুম চলবে 12 মাস। নতুন সেন্টার ফ্রুট ম্যাঙ্গো টুইস্ট চুইং গাম।
এখন রবি সুপারফাস্ট ইন্টারনেটে উপভোগ করো 1 জিবি ইন্টারনেট মাত্র 89 টাকায়। ডায়াল *8444*089#। রবি।
সর্বোচ্চ মানের ফুড গ্রেড প্লাস্টিক ও ভার্জিন ম্যাটেরিয়াল দিয়ে তৈরি মাদার টাচ ব্যবহার করা যায় নিশ্চিন্তে।
থাকবে মারতেই আছে রাত্রে তবে আমাদেরকে লাইক করো
89 needed. 8 overs to go.
172 আমার 40 বিয়সে বাড়তেই আছে আমার দোস্ত রাত্রে আয়।
Well, I tell you what, Shane, I found out how you silence 33,000 Indians. You just ask a couple of West Indian batsmen to smash the ball into the stands.
Yeah, g'day Wilco, g'day everyone. Oh, another one straight down the ground. Is that going to carry? Oh, they're playing well, these two. 86 of 56 deliveries. And I tell you, having a real crack at it.
Yeah, and if Rahane can't get to it, no one will. He's one of the quickest.
I will show you the final match too. So please subscribe, and he will get the better video quality in the final match. And I'm extremely
How costly that no ball from Ashwin.
You the best video quality now.
Over extra, brilliant shot. Umpires inquiring, has it gone straight over that boundary cushion? He's going to ask the third umpire here. Such a flat-batted hit. Richard Kettleborough, he can't signal yet. He's going to ask the third umpire to have a look.
Yeah, the other thing that's hurting India at the moment, there's a little bit of dew on the ground, so it's making it hard for the spinners, both Ashwin and Jadeja. Ball's just skidding on nicely, just
6 deliveries. Tell it a real crack at it. Yep. And if Rahane can't get to it, no one will. He's one of the quickest.
I will show you the final match too. So please please subscribe and he will get the better video quality in the final match. And I'm extremely sorry
that no ball from
for
Ashwin.
giving you the best video quality now.
Over action.
Win predictor is moving in the wrong direction for Indian fans. It's now 61% the West Indies to win this semi-final.
185
Fuller length this time. Jadeja's gone for plenty. Now Ashwin, this is the moment when Bumrah picked up a magnificent catch. And Ashwin overstepped. And that's when Lendl Simmons was on 18 and it was 49 on the board. And since then, Simmons 43, Charles 51, playing a magnificent knock. This partnership 8 short of a century. How are they going to stop it? How are they going to break it?
Yeah, at the moment, well, MSK's tried some pace, he's tried spin, he's tried Ashwin, he's tried everything at the moment. At the moment, both these West Indian batsmen, Charles and Simmons, have got the measure. And we're seeing a little bit of dew, as we just said. So the ball's skidding on nicely. That's another great shot. One bounce into the fence. It's the width that Jadeja's giving these batsmen. Another good over, 12 runs from it. It's 116 for 2.
শোককে শক্তি করে শুরু করেছি যে আলোর যাত্রা, তা ছড়িয়ে যাক প্রজন্ম থেকে প্রজন্ম। বাংলাদেশকে এগিয়ে নিয়ে যায় বহুদূরের পথে। চলো বহুদূর গ্রামীণ ফোন।
100% ভার্জিন রেজিনে তৈরি, তাই ঘুম